Hi, I'm Kelly. Thank you so much for joining today. Here at Fixer Up Home Repair Studio, we empower women who want to take control over their own home repairs, and we do so by building knowledge, skill, and confidence. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the functionality of a hand drill. Whether you've used a hand drill in the past or this is the first time you're picking one up, I will show you the basic universal functionality of a hand drill. Okay, I'm going to be demonstrating the basic functionality of a hand drill using my Black & Decker battery operated. I've got the 20 volt. You can do 20 volt or 18 volt. It's pretty good for any home improvement projects. Just make sure your battery's fully charged before you actually plan to start your project. The first thing I'd like to show you is the chuck. The chuck is where you have your drill bit or your screw bit. Okay, if you go to the right, it gets bigger. You go to the left, the hole gets smaller, and that is where you'll insert your screw bit or your drill bit. Okay, now to tighten that down, there right behind the piece that's moving here is another piece. It's pretty standard, stays put, and then you just turn like you're going to lock it in place, and you go opposite direction, and it's locked in place. That is your key lock. So that's going to prevent the drill bit from sliding out while you're working. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is the numbers that wrap around the drill. The numbers represent the amount of torque or power that is needed for your project. So for instance, mine goes from 1 to 22. So the first 11 numbers I would say are probably going to be best suited for whenever I'm screwing in a screw. The higher numbers are really reserved for when you're using a drill with the drill bit, because you're trying to go through a product that doesn't already have a hole. So you need a little bit more power or torque. So the smaller the screw, the lower the number. The higher, the bigger the screw, the fatter the screw, the denser the screw, or the product that you're going to be screwing into, probably the higher up to the midpoint. And then from the midpoint to the highest number, you're going to use that for drilling. And if you just listen to your drill, it will tell you what you need. So for instance, if you're screwing in a screw and your drill is jumping or hopping around, you don't have enough torque and you need to increase the number on your drill. If when you go to screw it in, the screw goes past the surface of the product that you're screwing in, you've got too much torque, you've got too much power, and you need to back off of that. Okay, so what I need for you to do then is to adjust this. Listen to your drill. What's it doing? What's it telling you it needs? And then just adjust accordingly. Now, typically I would say start off in the middle range. So in my case, maybe around 10 or 11, and figure out where you need to go from there. The next thing I'll show you is this button right here. This button goes back and forth, and it is the reverse and forward button. So if you've got a screw that you need to unscrew, you're going to want to go to the left. So you're going to have to adjust it so that it goes, when you push the power button, it goes to the left. If you're screwing something down, you need to go to the right. Okay, so you just push it back and forth. Typically, you're going to find it somewhere close to the power button, which is this right here. Okay, and that way you can easily move it back and forth while you're doing your project. Okay, typically when I hold my drill, I wrap my hand around the center piece here, and I put my finger over the trigger, the power button. And then I usually take this other hand and wrap it right around the base of the drill. And I do that because it's easier to control what you're inserting into. Okay? If you want to do it with one hand, that's fine, but you don't have nearly as much power or strength to direct the drill the way you want it to go. Okay? The last thing is your battery pack. The drill typically, depending on the brand, will have a latch here in the front, or it might be here in the back. And you just have to push it down to release. The battery will come apart and it slides right off. Okay. Then to charge it for your next project, you take your battery pack and you take your charger and you just slide it on. When it's on, it's going to blink for you. Either blinks green or red. Green means it's got charge to it, but it's not fully charged. When it's solid green, it's 100% charged. If it's red, you're not ready to use it. It will die on you before you finish, or it may not even start. Okay. Just pull it off when you're done. And to reload it, you put it back on like this. Wait till it clips back in place, and you're done. You're ready to go. And that's everything there is from a basics perspective that you can use this drill for. If you found my video to be helpful, please like and subscribe below.